And that's how it ended. Epic war was had. No hiding. No cheating. No trying to guard against. It's just a straight up, let's go, slap against slap. See who ends up. I took most of them out. Ugh, God, I need some sleep. What's up, everybody? It's Thursday Night Live, and we are here, and it is almost Blade Show Atlanta. Next Thursday live, we will be in Atlanta. Coming at you live on location. Blade Show coming up. So next week, be prepared because it will be me, and I will be in accompaniment with quite a few folks, quite a few wonderful folks, several of them in the chat as we converse. Are we conversing? Next week, be prepared. Whoa. Mute. So very much excite. Haven't got to it yet. Oh, sorry. Reading into a conversation. I thought I had something. But here we are. Stuff going on. Blade Show approaching. Got some birthday this weekend. Got a wedding this weekend. I don't know anymore. Where are we? We're here. We're right here. We got Grateful Dong in the house. Magnus Lutz Ho. What's up, Dong? Burning Stables. Clayton. Seeing Clayton next week. Seeing Dong next week. Gonna see Fred next week. Oh, shipping. What is up? Crab Castle Forge. Paul. He might. We still doing the big dumb Rough Rider fixed blade purchase? I mean, I suppose I could. They don't do as much big dumb in Atlanta as they do in Texas, though, because there's more big dumb knife purchases made in Texas and more collectory. Is that a word? Collectory? But yeah, Paul, I'll go look. Hell, I'm in. Everyone knows that dinosaurs migrated to the dark side of the moon where Hitler and his high command escaped and domesticated them as pets. And you can ride them. Ho! What's up, Cicero? Clint Crosby, Henry G. Brian Dixon. Obviously, the Paul. The can of biscuit. You ever can a biscuit? Pimp Juice. Cicero? Oh, it's gonna be a wonderful night. Fred sent a box. Actually, it's been at the post office for a couple of days now. I haven't had a chance to get over there. I missed the delivery. And I had to go pick it up. Which is fine.
At Burning Stables Forge became a member. At Burning Stables Forge celebrates 5 months of membership. Blade Show. Gonna be fun.
5 months. Thank you very much, Clayton. Blade Show. Gonna be fun. Who's in? Who's in for some fun? Even if you're not there, join us. We're gonna have a blast. We're gonna have an absolute treat. It's Kicker-o to me. Rachel Jordan, what's up? Matt Conklin. It's one of those things. So much going on in the last little bit. Donnie, Fred sent you pics of 2 new knives. French one. Ooh. And the Latvian in Atlanta. Oh, very much excite. I don't even know anymore. Busy. Oh, did I miss anyone at the top here? Joe K, Sergeant Maximus, what's up? Marco and Donnie. The Donnie. Definitely going to be hanging with the Donnie. Oh, boy. So, Fred, do you want to do the knives early? Or later? Or we can do them right now. Just get it, knock her out. Pop these things open. Holy God, it's hot in here. AC is not, I haven't had a chance to even try to fix the AC yet. I've just been kind of living. So I'm going to need to do that ASAP. Some people recommended a few different things to look at. I will do that. I just haven't had a chance to. And I'm living in some heat. I got a fan down here that's blowing directly on me. Tiddlywinks, you know. Edwards is in the house, y'all. What's up, bro? How you feeling? Is it 17 Poikilos? 17. Do they even have 17? What's in the box? There's Kathleen. What's up, little Kathleen? How are you today? No Poikilos, Fred. So it contains at least 3 or 4. I don't know exactly. No Poikilo. Did get the new. I've been messing around a little bit. What's this? The Carrick? This is that new Migron D2 with the 62, 63 HRC button lock and inset liner lock. Feels pretty good so far. Detent could be stiffer. They definitely have more than 17 models. The box is empty. It's got rocks in it. So I opted for the kind of bronze titanium with the blue button and the blue clip. I took the clip off to swap it to the other side. Actually, haven't put it back on yet. What's up, Ground Fog? Be shady. So this is that new customizable Migron Carrick for like $64, $63. Feels pretty good. I thought the clip felt a little bit sloppy, but then I realized I started playing around with some other knives, and I don't have a problem with this clip, but it does have this same kind of, see how like non-titanium clips, I haven't had as many. I've been carrying more knives that have the solid clip like that, so I'm not used to just the standard. And I started pushing on some, and they all kind of have just that little bit of spring, and you can kind of pull them out a little bit more. So ultimately, I think the clip on here isn't as bad as I thought at first. I got the scrotal micarta variant. I have a multimeter. I do have a multimeter, Marco. That was one thing I was going to go out and just make sure it's getting power right at the, I call it fuse, but it's not a fuse because it's actually a solid metal piece saying it says right on it, this is not a fuse. It's more of like a connect disconnect for the winter. And then there's the fuse box downstairs, but those are all good. Wire and bent clip usually have a little wiggle to the jiggle. And I was kind of complaining about it on this, but I realized that honestly, just about every knife I've been carrying lately has been some type of a titanium milled clip, which does not have that. And so I was kind of overjudging it. Really isn't all that bad. But again, for a $60 knife that you've got a liner or a little inset liner lock, actuated button lock, for that price with titanium 62 to 63 D2, I don't know, I like it. I think it's pretty cool. I should have kept the biker stash. Yeah, look at how fast this is coming back. We're already halfway there. We're already halfway there. Did I try to MacGyver it with a stick of Wrigley's gum? Actually, I used the wrapper on the end of a paper clip and a piece of a Q-tip. I'm not going to tell you which piece. Wham. All right, let's get these Migrons out of the way. I haven't moved them yet. So yeah, that's that new one. Nice looking, nice shape. Choke up spot feels good. What's up, Steven? Grow that Lemmy. Yeah. You know, facial hair's fun. I usually kind of grow it out, trim off a beard or a goatee or something, and then what's next, and then what's next, and just kind of keep on keeping on. Bologna. Whoa. Why would I even use the flipper tab? Freddy Spaghetti Lugger Nuts. That just sounded fun to say. Something like that, Cicero. You can't give it all away. It's growing. It's currently growing. Acri, front flipper only. We might have to talk about wedding carry. I'm going to my buddy's wedding on Saturday. Might have to figure out what it is I'm going to carry for said wedding. I got to make sure I fit in my suit. I might have to go buy a shirt, which is fine. Still haven't done anything more with these. I'm going to get to it. But they do look great. Right? Funsies. Alrighty then. In case I got to cut the groom. Am I going to buy my suit off Amazon? What? I'm not buying a suit. I have a suit. I actually have two suits. One of them, the pants are kind of shot though, so it's kind of more of a black suit coat. You know, the old, you know, that you just wear the black jacket. I could wear a nice pair of jeans, dress shoes, a button-down shirt, and then throw that coat on, kind of blazer. And that's kind of what that one has turned into, although I never do that. But that's what it would be, just blazer outfit. The other one is a gray. I have a gray suit. So depending, I'll probably wear the gray suit. It was tailored to fit me, you know, which I kind of have to do with suits. I have a long body and my arms are significantly out of proportion. Shirt, tie, jacket, and shorts. I could do that because I'm basically, the pants are what are jacked up. It's not that they don't fit. They just got damaged and worn out. And you take the jacket off. You don't wear the jacket and you're wearing just the pants. I caught it, tore a little bit in the front right. Whatever. Blazer and shorts would be pretty rad. I wear to weddings what I wear any other day. I believe you. It's like you've got your uniform, which is great. That's fine. I wear to weddings the same as I do for Pinar funerals. It's kind of the same thing. Ed's feeling pretty good. Thanks for asking. Health is horrible, but feeling okay. Yeah, well, stay positive. Fred had a wedding a few weeks ago, had to wear a penguin, had to wear the full tux. Thought about carrying a QSP. Jacket off. I did create my own uniform long ago. No wavering. Yeah, Donnie's rocking it. The sport coat. The sport jackets. Okay. So we've got it. We have a box sent to us from Fred. What I know is there are a couple of prototypes in here. What they are prototypes of, he said one's kind of exciting. And we'll talk about it when we get to it. And then he's, the rest is kind of a surprise for all of us, which is, kind of neat. So thanks to Fred. Everyone props up to Fred in the chat. This is a little Fred pass around box. Always exciting to go through. Brand new American. Oh, B&A just walked into the house. Marco, just repair them knees. What's up, Jim Weller? Pulling in here on a lovely Thursday. All right. Let's see. They are not that exciting. Fred's taking just blowing all the steam right out of it. B Shady says cool casual sport coat and a nice pair of jeans, dress shoes. The dress shoes really make the whole thing pop. Nice black shoes with a good shine, nice polish. Get a nice polish to it. J1 Dubio. All right, let's do it. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble. We have a box right here sent to us from Fred. I'm going to turn this light on. Boosh. All right. Paul's leaving. And that's Paul's time. Always a pleasure. Polly Wally. Doodle. All day. All right. So we have a little bit of a situation. All right, so we're going to go here. Clean. All right. All right, now that one's good across that. Now we're going to go here. Clean. We'll do that again. All right, now is that. What's happening here? Got it. Peanuts. We have an oats. We have a white sport coat and a pink carnation. I would have to go buy stuff for that. What am I going to cut it with? Oh, I cut it with my smock. Magnus Lutzo. And it wasn't, it was literally the closest proximity of blade. So I went with it, and I don't deny it. All right, looks like we got 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we have a note. Let me peruse. Here are a few knives from Aurora Knives and Tools. Hivement, truffles, and 2 prototype schnarfs. Still on Kickstarter. Get schnarfed. We'll let you know where they go. Next. Red. 1 minute it's there, next minute it's still there. Box and pouch and box and pouch and box and pouch. We need a monocle. Boots and cats and 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 boots and cats. All right. Aurora. I have seen the Kickstarter for the Schnarf. This is just some filler. So we will now retire the box on the floor. I'm going to set the note from Fred over here. What's everybody want to see first? I guess we don't know which one contains which thing. Or are these, oh, Truffle's Hive Mind. All right, we have extra stuff. Ooh, there she be. So this is the Schnarf razor blade. Wow. Okay, so we've got flipper tab. It is a button pivot liner lock. Front flipper, button. I'm going to switch to the left, swing it out, close it. Flipper tab. Flick. This is probably the coolest of the razor blade toys. This is great. As far, I'm not really into the razor blade thing, but wow, that handle and that feel is awesome. The little choke up spot, you are in it to win it, locked in, not moving. How do you change the blade? Push that. It looks like you would push that. There it is. So the blade has some wiggle. It has a little play, but boom, get in there with a point and you're out. And then it's a bottle opener. So you could just carry it around like this if you want, except for it doesn't close all the way. But that is technically a bottle opener, right? I'm sorry, Ed. In it to win it. That's a pretty satisfying little lock-in. It pops in pretty easy. You should be into utility blades. They're great. If I was cutting more wires and super gummy stuff all the time, I totally would. And this one is great. Action on that is fun. That button on the pivot works nice. How close is it to catching? Pretty good. So there's no play on the production one is what he's saying. So it's a little bit stiffer. Although with a razor blade cut, I don't know how much that really matters. This does feel great in the hand though. The handle is really nice. Fred, you know when these are going to ship? I'm assuming this is the other one then. Ooh, baby. Yellowish gold to red. Little less play on that one. Yeah, the blade's a little bit more solid on here. Still has a little bit. We're psychic, J1. We knew you were going to be here. This is sweet. What's up, Mac Jones? This is definitely my favorite utility blade. Orange, kind of orangish yellow. My color is a little bit off. It's a little bit, pops a little bit. My hands are not quite as the little bit of pinkish reddish there, right there. My palm is more pale than that. My we were messing with my colors. Wait, not that one, this one. There, that's pretty much what it looks like. Yeah. This is a little bit closer, actually, right about here. This is cool. So this is the Schnarf, the Aurora Knife and Tool Schnarf. This was a Kickstarter that hasn't been shipped out yet. Did Fred say if he knew when it shipped? Grateful said he ordered the purple one. Trish, hello, late to the party. Trish, Fred sent me a few things to check out from Aurora. Couple of Schnarfs. I suppose I can keep this one out. Flipper tab, front flipper, and then the flicking hole. It is a pivot. You can see the pivot button pushes the liner the opposite direction. You see that? When I'm pushing the button that way, you can see inside here the liner is going the opposite direction. Interesting design. Love the orange, says Jim. I like this a lot too. This little fade looks great if it was in focus. These are cool. Grateful Dong says he uses a razor knife all day, every day. Wow. All day, every day? He's just constantly shaving. He's shaving his body. Little did you guys know, Grateful Dong is kind of he's covered in hair. So like he starts shaving here, by the time he gets to the end of the day, he's made it most of the way and he's back to the beginning. So he uses it all day, every day. Come on, focus. Love me. How could it not want to focus? Like, because it wants to focus there. Dan, obviously. What you doing, Lionel? Schnarf. Schnarf. I think I started that, J1. Clint might have started at J1. I thought I saw someone say J1, and so sometimes I don't see the name, but if I see someone say, yo, what up, J1 Doobie, then I will just say it. And so like we preemptive struck. Welcome. That's how much love you get, bud. You get all the loving. All right, we got a couple of Schnarfs. Let's check out the Hive Mind. Anybody have anything? Fred, are these available? I'm pretty sure the Truffles is available. The Truffles has this same button lock or pivot button. What does it say? Does it say? Of course not. But it's got the pivot button lock on that Truffles. I have handled one, where one of the shows. Ramsey Silent, I am awake, I think. I woke up with an uncontrollable urge to tell you to smash that like button. On the Edge. I want to throw a special thanks to everyone who's been ordering decals. Everyone's been ordering some decals from On the Edge. I got another set of them from you. Where did I set them? Right here. We'll do another shout out. Ramses can maybe post a link if he's got it. On the Edge has been doing some stickers. Got some different styles, different shapes. You can have them die cut. Cool imagery. He did. I do have some other ones as well that have some like flake, kind of almost like holographic image stuff on them. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. If you do need some stickers, hit them up. If you need some focus, this might not be the place. Okay. I'm a rebel, Dottie. I'm a loner, Dottie. A rebel. You want to hang around with a guy like me. All right, this is the S35 VN Satin Titanium Copper Accent Hive Mind from Aurora Knife and Tool. Ooh, it's got the lock on it too. Wow. Oof. Oof. I'm going to move this stuff out of the way, see if that helps with my focus. I know I don't have good focus. So we've got extra washers. Oh, that's fun. Clip can be swapped to the other side. Titanium with copper accents. You have that button actuated pivot lock. Anybody know what that's called? It's from the Pee Wee Herman movie. Wow. So up high, the flick, I missed a couple of times, but you can get low on it. That one, I feel like the button got slammed out. Almost had a little stick to it, but maybe not. Anybody got one of these? Woo, that front flipper's fun. Simple shape on the handle. Big. Nice space on the back here. It's a 7 out of 10 from me, says Can of Biscuit. Not bad. There it felt like I heard an extra little snap on the button, like it, when you fire it out hot. It's got a little bit of play. The button kind of spins. That's not something you're tightening and loosening, is it? That's something that just free spins. Or is that like, am I tightening it right now? That button is spinning free with my thumb. Yeah. So it's like a button that's just loose enough that it does. What do we think? T8s on all the screws. Swap it be swap it a clop it a clip. Captive pivot, because you do have that button actuated. It does have that reverse technology, so you're pushing the button one direction and the liner is going the other. A live-in mistress. I'll take one. Tell them Large Marge sent you. It was 40 years ago today. A dark and stormy night. The detent's solid. You see this? I have to pop it out. That's nice. I like that. Ramsey's actually really did just wake up. Take some meds, drink some coffee, open the eyes. No worries, bud. What do we think? Kind of fun. What was it again? S35 VN. Titanium copper. Designed in New Orleans. Made in China. Aurora knife and tool. How about that? Get out this fourth one, huh? These are all, if you're just popping in, this is from Fred the Lug Pass Around. Fred sent these out for me to check out, share with you kids. Enjoy for a little while. We'll pass on. The Snarf is cool. I'm digging that. This is the Hive Mind up here. And then we got this one. Designed here, but built there. That's like a lot, Rachel. That would be like, like Devo. He designs all his knives, but then they're made in China, or Casey, Knives Fast Channel, he designs his knives here, but they are made in China. Definitely more affordable to do a run. And you got some companies like Best Tech that are really, really good. They have a real high quality, attention to detail, good QC, make some good stuff. And many others. Aurora Knife and Tool. Who is the OEM for Aurora Knife and Tool? Anyone know? GetSnarf.com. Should we go to it? I'll bring it up. Maybe. Didn't like me for a second there. Snarf utility knife, reinvented for knife nuts. 1,000 people backed, or 1,100. Comes with 10 blades, black wash titanium. They got the monoburst aluminum, the sunburst aluminum, the red. That red one's sick. They're all nice. I think the titanium ones with the circles, God, they're all good. These two down here, though, that's a fun one too. Damn, the mystery snarf. Go for a mystery snarf. Blaze Burger, what's happening? Just think this time next week we will all be in Atlanta. We will. And I'm going to be live. I'm going to do my 6 to 9 live. Not sure where I'm going to be. Maybe at the show for a little bit, picking up my badge and maybe checking out, talking to them over at Kansept. I got a file with all the stuff that I can go over that's going to be at Kansept. Should we sneak peek? We could sneak peek. Couple cool looking things that I was not aware of. Going to be at the Kansept booth. And for those that didn't know, I am Joyce got a hold of me, asked if I'd be willing to help out a little bit, and I said yes to a limited amount of time. So basically, I'm going to be working day 1 from 10 to 2. So I will be there for the early birds walking in on day 1 through about 2 p.m. On that first day. So you could go to the Kansept booth if you want to find me right at the beginning of the show. That is where I will be. So Thursday night live next week, I'll probably be going in, picking up the badge, maybe there for a little bit. I don't know where we're going to go. Back to the Airbnb, maybe have a few people over. Hate Nate will be there. Grateful will be there. Trish, Donnie, Fred. It's gonna be fantastic. It's gonna be fantastic. My leg itches. All right. Blaze Burger, wish I was in Atlanta. Got lots of hugs to give one day. I look forward to that day. I look forward to that day. Blaze Boyga, says Mac Jones. Blaze Boyga. He has the cheese. We've got the meats. We've got them. So if you are interested in the pre-order on the Schnarf, if you are interested in a utility style type knife, I'll be on the wall lurking at the Airbnb. Sounds great, Rachel. Sounds great. I'll set it up. We can do more lives from the Airbnb. Just fly on the wall. Down. Sounds good. I could do it from the pit on Thursday. Maybe that's where we'll be. Good Lord. That could be wild. That could be wild. Mac, I like the cut of your jib. You goddamn right. These are sweet though. The Snarf. If you are interested in a fidgety razor blade tool, God, that choke up spot right there, that's what's selling it for me right there. Locking in there, no sliding around, boom, not catching up on it, plenty of space up there, but it's putting that tip in a good spot for just getting in there, just ripping through some wires or whatever. Button lock on the pivot. You can see it pushing the liner on the inside from this pit and button. What's a jib? I don't know, but I like the cut of yours. I can stream while Donnie makes us coffee. That sounds great. North Valley Neil. Been working on that houndstooth design. He said houndstooth. But if you don't actually have an image and you just say houndstooth, where do you go with that? I'll tell you where. Anywhere. Houndstooth about to be coming out. Whipping out. I'm gonna test the design, and I'll show it to you before I actually put it on there. North Valley. Mac Jones says, "Thank you. You are invited to the cookout." The cookout. Word. Okay, we got one more. Aurora. Fred, were you at the embassy last year too? Or were you at the, which one's the Waverly? Fred, because I believe I swear we dropped Fred off that one day. It's always a blur. You were at the embassy last year. Full send, says N Valley. Just full send them. Just full send it. The Waverly is the hotel above the pit. That's where I was going to get it. I was going to try to do that. But then we got in on the Airbnb and it was like, yeah, I'll do that. And I'm, yep, there it is. Happy to be into it. Truffles, S35 VN satin titanium. Here we go. Similar. Well, oh, I missed. Okay. Get this stuff out of my way. Mac Jones. Fred says, is that invitation for everyone? Metal Relic in here? What up, Metal Relic? Man, I can't wait to get that Snarf, says Grateful Dong. Almost forgot about it. Yeah, I kind of forgot about them too. I didn't actually order one, but I remembered it and people talking about it. It seems like that was last year, wasn't it? Wasn't that like November, December? I want to say. The truffles button, that seems to be working better in my right. Maybe I warmed it up. Warm it up, Chris. Seems like if I'm not pushing it in, the blade's kind of stopping like that a little bit more than the other ones. Everyone check out Metal Relic Art if you haven't. Truffle is great and the original. Colin's Crazy Creation customized mine and it's hot. I don't need that rear flipper tab. I prefer this one without the flipper tab on the back. I prefer the handle shape of this one over that one. This one's got, I like the style, the angularity versus the roundedness. Roundedness? What's up, Robin? Robin! We're looking at some stuff Fred sent me to check out. I am only in on the H2O. What did I miss? There are other liquids involved. I'm into it. Whatever it is, I'll drink it. I'll drink it. I suppose I could extend the invitation. 37 peeps is a lot of mouths to feed. 37. Hey, invite everybody here. Grateful Dong snipped a peanut today. Send us some pics if you want, bud. Campground Atlanta seems fun. Yeah. What do I think of the snarfs? I think these are cool. Let's dual wield them. How many people can you say have had a chance to dual wield snarfs? These are really cool. This is by far the nicest feeling razor blade, utility blade knife out there. I really like that. The shape, the choke up spot, getting in there. It's solid. Blade's in a good spot for doing that work. Tip's in a good spot. I feel like I could really get pressure behind this and rip through like some wires or whatever it may be. They're fun, snappy, easy to do. I'm on board. I think they're cool. I think they're out of focus. That's in focus. What about now? Now. You got to yell at it sometimes. Sometimes you got to just say, hey. Hey, why are you not cool? So truffles, clip can be swapped. Nice looking grind here, the secondary out on the tip. I want a dual wield. Ah, snappy. Right? That's a... yeah, Aurora, knife and tool. So if you want to do the snarf, you can still jump on. Can't wait for my H2O as my birthday gift to myself. No one got me nothing. When was your birthday, Ramses? Happy late birthday. I know another birthday in a few days. The Pawns. What's up, the Pawns? We're checking out this pre-order. These have been on pre-order for quite a while, but you can still jump on if you want to get one. Fred sent me a couple on a pass around to check out, and they are cool. Damn it. Dual wielding. Without looking. Shit. Ah! The 30th. Yep, Saturday morning. Saturday morning coffee. If you want to tune in, that will be my actual birthday. I was born in the 70s. Woo! Giddy up, y'all. We're getting up there. I don't get stuff on my birthday either. It's getting older. It happens, right, Rachel? You just, because it's just another whatever, you know. It's another day. The black one can pop out. Oh, the actual blade? That's what you were talking about. We haven't noticed yet. We've been good. And the little button, that little button right there, you just push that. And you're out. Oh, hell yes. How did I not know you were May 30? Well, you do now. You do now. The 70s, that was like 50 years ago. Ooh. Oh. Oldness rules, says Grateful Dong. I used to drink out of the hose. I had jarts. The old lawn jarts. We throw them at each other. Throw them straight up in the air as high as we could. Watch them fly down. Like, that could totally stab you. Excellent stuff. Snarf is cool. What's up, Matt Maurer? Checking out some stuff Fred sent for a pass around here. This is the Snarf. I just posted a link to it. I don't look a day over 40. Aw. If I go like this, I wrinkle up my forehead. I'm doing all right. I got good genes, I guess. My parents, well, I mean, I don't know how good they are. I got genes that make me not look as old as I could potentially look. Playing chicken with lawn darts. Dude, we just chuck them up as hard as you possibly can. And you don't run. You have to stand and watch it, then run. Dude, these are super fidgety and super fun for the price. It's great. These got some fun action to them. And you got that utility blade use that you could really cut up some crap with it. What's up, Sabald in the house? Sabald. Yo, how you doing? We're doing. Apparently I'm about to be old. Couple days. Gonna be 1 year older. Tick one more box. Sloosh. Spadoosh. Manoosh. So get you a Snarf if you want to jump on them. I couldn't really give you a thought on it until today. But after today, my recommendation is these are choice. These are choice. Aw. Dong just gifted 5 memberships. What a sweetheart. Why, thank you, grateful Dong. We are grateful for thy dong. Grateful be thy dong. Who do we got? Man, I got a surprise for myself as well. What'd you get? All right, we got the Pawns, Sergeant Maximus, Fred the Lug, Rawhead Spear, and just in time. I need to get them emojis updated. Fresh emojis incoming soon. There's some emojis. Thanks, Matt. And thank you, Grateful Dong. That's a Magnus Lutz. Ho, 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 ho. 5 ho. Co-Bunny, what's happening? Got an Amazon sword tomorrow. A different brand. We'll see what you think about it. I'm interested to find out. Nick Travellini. Grateful my long still works. Same, Nick. Same. Why don't we have an... I need more emojis. I'm sorry. I need to make them. Grateful and Matt... Hate Nate. Jesus Christ. I'm like reading Matt as I'm talking, and you just say what you see. Hate Nate and Dong made some emojis on Discord. I want to try to transfer. What about 14C? You got yourself some 14C. Oh, the Fenrir rose gold with the plunge lock. Nice. Fenrirs are great. They got a lot of good versions of it, Sebald. I bet you'll like it. I'm sure you will. Three sisters, a bro. They all have husbands and wives. I get them all gifts worth 50, so don't expect much, but they'll all learn this year they get nothing. Yeah, as everybody gets older, you kind of stop. I don't know. Sometimes, though, if you find something that it reminds you of a person, or you know they don't like it or whatever, I still pick up something once in a while here and there. And, you know, times can be tough, though. Saving money, not having money, budgeting money. Whoa, Fred, what is that? Wow. Fred just sent me a video on my phone. Holy crap, Fred. Sold out the same day you bought it. The new 50th anniversary Spyderco looks wicked nice. We can look that up. Maybe. God dang it. Every time. Ugh. Oh, that pisses me off. When I try to grab something in the chat and then it just goes and moves. It's not moving. And then as soon as you go to grab it, it moves. And now you're grabbing something else. Hold still, you little stinker. That reminds me. Oh my God. Holy. I gave them $5. Mac Jones packing some bearings while he watches. Open up your birthday present. It's a box of nothing. So this is the 50th anniversary Amber Bone S90V Native 5 lockback. Look at the... That's pretty fun. Yeah, definitely the 50th anniversary. $900. Woo-wee! $900. Wow. I just realized something. Spyderco. I pre-ordered a Spyderco like 6 months ago. I don't remember what the hell it was called. But we're going to see if I can find it. Ooh, that one's fun. That one's kind of fun. I am not paying $900 for a Spyderco. That empty box is not full of nothing. It has your favorite thing in it. Disappointment. I stopped buying Spyderco when they used red Loctite for a small period. I have some respect for the Spyderco. I'm still not a big old fan. I like my smock. I like my salt, UKPK. The Yo Jumbos are fun. It's hard to go look at anything, though, when you're at the show. It's always busy over there. It was kind of like that. I don't remember what it's called, but I know I pre-ordered it, which means I gave them 5, which means they just charge you when it's about to ship. I think it was all of like a 60 some dollar knife. And I want to say it was kind of like a revamp of an older model. Dang, y'all, what if I filled your box with butterflies and flowers? I mean, sure. The McBee. The good old McBee, that thing is hot. So hot. I'm going to have to go through 30 pages to... I knew that was going to work. Of course, it's not coming soon. Okay, you're going to bring me back to page 13? Or did you bring me back to page 1? Wait. Damn it, come on. It's not, it doesn't like it. Now I gotta go back to the beginning. New Spyderco Fixie by Smock looks sick. Of course it does. I would like a McBee. It's gonna be a good year for you. We got your H2O Shaman, new Native 5, and your Sever's new knife. And then show them your new knives on their birthdays and say thank you. I see the smock. Yeah, it was on there, and now I guess it's in the coming soon. We can just go back to that. Wait, that's not the fixed blade one, though. That's the compression lock button. What? They're calling that a compression lock? It's just a standard lock on the smock. Except for this one's burnt orange G10 Rex 121 for $427. I think everyone on here has a knife for 1-1, right? Honest. The full serrated rock jumper. Ugh. Woof. How am I going to find this? It was a pre-order. And then I'm wondering if just it never got made. They wouldn't take money for a pre-order. That was like 6 months ago. That was probably not even this year. $427 is expensive. Wow, the Mossad. That is ugly. You are one ugly mother. Anybody else order that? See, it's like I can't remember what it was. But they had a few different models. I suppose I could get rid of that. I could be right here. It's so interesting because I haven't thought about it. I so forgot about it that now I'm all confused and intrigued because I know. I mean, yeah, it's only $5. Whatever. The dodo is so ugly with the ball. The ball is actually a cool feature. I mean, I'm not saying it works great. I'm just saying it's an interesting. You got your crossbar, but it's a cross ball. You ever get that cross ball lock? I don't $427 any Spyderco. They are some odd shapes, so it's tough to find one that like suits you. You're like, oh, unless you really like some of these weird, because they do have they throw everything at the wall. You pick a shape, there's a Spyderco that probably fits that shape. Did they decide not to make these or what? I don't even know how to look up that I pre-ordered something off of Blade HQ. I swear it kind of had this kind of a shape to it. Not quite that, but similar. Mantra 4? I mean, I don't know. Yep. Yep. That was it. Good call. Dong, how'd you figure that out? Dong's a genius, that guy. Dong deserves a raise. And right now it says out of stock. Doesn't even have pre-order. But I definitely ordered that. Again, wasn't too expensive, but I put a pre-order down payment of $5 on it. I wonder if they're just not making them or what. I swear I could probably find my receipt, but I think that was last year. Honestly think that was like last year. So there's that, which is not nice. I mean, whatever. How did you figure that out though, Dong? We talked about it before and you just remembered, or you kind of just are smart like that? Him smart. Much impressed. It should be in my purchase history as unfulfilled. As a pre-order? As a $5 pre-order? Because I haven't fully paid for it. I don't have my login information on this computer. I haven't bought anything off of Blade HQ in a while. I could go get it off of my other computer. I know I can go and check my email search history and figure out, because I know I bought multiple things. I pre-ordered that and I bought a couple of other items. I can go back and find my receipts and find it. But and again, it's $5 or whatever. But I'm just curious if they ever did get shipped out or whatever happened with that. Spyderco darn day is expensive. $700 on eBay. Boosh. Really hope they start carrying more PM2s or PM3 Tontos. You remembered the look and searched. Oh, there is a pre-order page. I just wasn't looking at the pre-order page. That's why I got dong. I have a smart dong. Techno 2 Fredo. Fredo. This chunky boy. Yeah, that's a hog. She's a bit of a hog. $300 for that one. Schnurf. Their system might be broken, says Mac. Yeah, I don't know if I ever remember getting emails. Ramsey says, I like that knife. Have to keep my eye out for 70. Well endowed AI dong assistant. No, he's not. The real thing. He's a real dong assistant. Look at new acquisitions and see dongs snip. Sabald's happy with the Fenrir. Fenrir is great. Except for the, you said it's like it's a guillotine. It's got a big forward choil too, so sometimes when you let it drop to your thumb, it gets out far enough. I caught my thumb with mine one time. No fault of the knife. But she dropped shut, and that big finger choil sometimes can... Which lock was it on the one that you got? Did you say again? I'm pretty sure you did. What'd you say it was in? New axe? Oh, you snipped that? What is it? The crest? That one had flipper tab? Hot. You got the plunge. Right on. So no worries with getting your thumb in the way because it's a different lock. That's your first snip. Ooh. Does everyone think of Dong's first snip? She looks nice. It's a good looking Kizer. It looks clean. Looks great. That little spot right there, just want to tuck in. You know what I mean? You didn't realize it was a gecko design. When you look at it, you can almost just see it now, can't you? You're like, yeah, that's a gecko. She's a gex. Yeah, he had him at the table last year. You were probably too busy looking at your Pictus. Didn't notice that they had a few at the table last year. After the first, you get a discount on the second and third, says Mac. Can't believe Dong did a snip. He's official. It's official. It's appropriately snipped. If you will. And he will. He did. What's up, Steve? My mans. How you doing? Welcome in. AFK gotta put za in the oven. I might do that for dinner tonight. I have a nice meat lovers. This knife, can of biscuit, this is the Kizer crest. Is that right? Shit. Am I wrong? Yeah, we're gonna go with that. Crest. Kizer crest. But it did have a flipper tab, and Grateful Dong snipped it. Almost got a crest last year at Blade, got the Pictus instead. Pictus for the Victimus Stictimus? I don't know. Biggest Dictimus. Yeah, I mean, top notch. And then the Pictus XL, I've considered. But yeah, top notch, one of the best. Front flipper is there a front flipper on the crest? I can't remember. Can of biscuits over front flippers. That's fine. Totally fine. Me, flicking hole, front flipper, satisfied. I don't need a flipper tab. I don't need a thumb stud. I mean, I like them. Nothing wrong with a thumb stud. Stud. It's like everybody gets over something over time. It just had the back flipper. No front flipper on that crest. I wasn't sure if it had one or not. So I'm gonna have to buy a knife. See if I can buy one on Thursday from one of the companies. Maybe Kansept will let me pick one up. I'm helping go help them set up a little bit. Get in, talk to a few people, maybe convince somebody to. But I'm gonna be going down naked, completely naked, no clothes on. Going to Atlanta naked, not checking a bag, so I won't have any of my knives, any of my pens, any of my slip joints. I won't have anything. It's gonna save me money. That I could then spend on other things. And I will be buying some stuff. So I will be checking a bag on the way home. Get you that Contra. Mine will be here this weekend. Contra's not really a lefty friendly frame lock. We'll see. I'll have to test a couple of them out. The righty frame lock only knives, I have to handle them and check them. And I remember the Contra being pretty cool, but they didn't have one totally ready, and they had a few little hiccups with the prototype. But I'll handle one and check it out. It's a gorgeous looking knife, for sure. Hit her on the back flipper, baby. You like a back flipper? Whatever works, you know, whatever makes it a satisfying, easy open. Get her out, do what you want to do, enjoy it. That's what's up. That is what is how they say up. But birthday weekend, my nephew's birthday is tomorrow. My other nephew's birthday was a couple weeks ago. He actually won the giveaway we did last week. We did a giveaway. Hate Nate, gracious Hate Nate donated a knife, and we did a little spontaneous giveaway. And my nephew won. You know? And it's his birthday. Like, so his birthday's tomorrow. It was fitting, you know what I mean? They lurk and they like watching the channel and tuning in on the live streams once in a while. They don't comment too often or whatever. But then it was like I saw the name and it was like, oh no. I mean, not oh no, but I saw the entry and I'm like, oh, he entered one. I wonder if he'll win. And then he did. It's like, oh, how about that? How about that? Just old enough to be winning. And I think that's a nice, fun little birthday prize. He got a nice penguin, QSP penguin. I thought that was your nephew. I think Katuo Usurper, the Sever 7 design, might be announced at Blade. Coming soon for sure. Have to go to the Katuo table and check it out. We were kind of raw that night. Yeah, it's cool. It's totally cool. We're semi, you know. We're good. We're totally good. But yeah, we were pretty raw. We get a little frisky once in a while, and that's fun. That's fine. It's all good. You know. Good, solid, positive influence. Right? You know it. Shut up, baby. I know it. Solid. So do we have any new thoughts on where we need to be going in Atlanta? Any new places that we are discovering that we want to check out? Ooh, excuse me. My gosh, sorry about that. Holy Lord. Smack me across the face. Berg blades. Berg blades. Definitely want to hit up the Berg. Luft Concepts, Best Tech. There won't be any Migron over at the Tack Knives booth, which is fine. But we will still go over the Tack Knives booth. Atlanta Hawks? Question. After you hit Berg's Blades table, be on the hunt for a cool Hawkbill. Hawkbill folder. Dude, if that Luft design Kansept Quattro, if they get a different lock on that, if they get a liner lock or a bolster lock on that bad boy with the Hawkbill, ding, ding. I don't like driving through Atlanta. Rachel, yes. It was, no. Scary. You get a rental, you've never been in the city before, it's night, you don't know your way around as much. And then everyone on the highway in Atlanta was going 25 miles an hour over the speed limit. So much so that I felt like if I was going less than 15, 20 miles an hour over, I would probably be causing an accident. That was sketchy because I was like, all right, well, it looks like I'm going to have to speed. And my instant excuse if I get pulled over is like, I was scared to death that if I didn't keep up with traffic, I was going to get killed because everyone was driving way too fast. Driving in Atlanta is fine. Grow up, y'all. It's Donnie. It was fine. I just had to go, you know. I usually don't drive 20 miles an hour over the speed limit because I'd rather not get pulled over. But once I realized it was like, oh, you have to. Like, this is it. Then I got going that speed, and it's like, all right, we're cool. You know, it's fine. And then it's like, I don't need to be getting pulled over. It's like, well, if everybody else is going this speed, chances are they don't be pulling people over. Kentucky's like that too. Katuo Usurper Sever 7 design. We'll have 15 of them at Blade Show, says Ramses. How much are they going for? Donnie says he drives more like Kevin than me. Kevin Smith and Nas, what the hell? Yeah, I understand what you're saying. Rachel says that's not her algorithm. I drive with complete lack of regard to the traffic laws. I do not believe in the laws of the traffic. Why would you? But I pay attention. The big difference, Donnie. The big difference. Oh, God. Good times. Very good times. Sever said that the goal was to price them around or under 275. 30 to 250. Even the bypass is crazy. What? Okay. Are we... Cougar Kyle getting a fresh cut. Fabster run. Dude, look at this beast. It's a beast. Dude. Okay, now... I thought I had... Did I save that? No. Damn it. I'm pretty sure I had... See, you can't like highlight... Like, oh, I was looking at this link to something in Instagram and then pop it up again. It's not quite the same. You basically just have to go to their channel. Almost. Or something. Donnie is in the easy pass lane. I'm going through Hate Nate withdrawals. Where's our buddy? Where is he? I mean, we're going to be with him next week, but that doesn't mean we don't want more of him. The Hateful Dong. That's all lanes if you got handles, Rachel. Dude, that easy pass lane, they'll get you. $6 just to the next exit. Painful. Ooh, that's hot. What is that? What is that? Anybody? Jake B creates. Beast. Lotto Geo. Francois. Trish is picking up all of Francois' stuff that's getting shipped out. Under 250 means $249.99. Dude, Francois makes some sick stuff. The Migron Carrick D2 tested in at 63 HRC. There you go. Where's mine? I just got it. There it is. Taylor Hardness. Boom. Migron Carrick D2 tests in at 63. How about that? He decided against it. He said he didn't want you to get marqueed. What, someone's going to jump you? So here's that new Migron Karoq for 63 bucks, titanium and D2 hardness, tested by Taylor Hardness 63 HRC. Migron was not kidding when they said 62 to 63 on their on the new cryogenically treated D2 blades. I like it. I think it feels good. Detent could be a little stiffer. It is a button actuated inset liner lock right there. Button works. I think he was worried about customs. Dude, I'm sure, I mean, he's got $4,000 or $5,000 knives. It's probably a $30,000 shipment. That makes sense. I mean, I'd be worried about it too. Especially if you spent 40 hours making something custom like that. Snail Trail Dale. Got the new Migron Karoq customizational. When you order it, you get to pick your handle, you get to pick your clip, you get to pick your button, you get to pick the customization station. And then you got a 62 to 63 HRC Migron Karoq blade D2 tested by Taylor Hardness. Confirmed. You didn't realize that, Trish? He's got knives that he sells for $4,000, $5,000 for one knife. But they're incredible. Let's take a look at Francois. Like this right here. Tonto Damasteel Hakapila engraving custom. Ooh. The Francois Massine owl. Yeah. $225. 225 what? Dollars? He's barely going to have anything under $225. Ron Lake Blacklock M390 Table W18. That is gorgeous. Derek, for real, what up? KDK, what up, buddy? Passing through looking for some music to play while I'm getting shit done. Hitchhike to Atlanta. We'll figure it out. B Shady's been impressed with the Magnamax Minnow from Gary Creeley. Custom Francois Massine Slippy. He won Best Slip Joint Cape Knife Show. This is the one he had. This was the one in Atlanta last year. One of my favorite Tech 9 songs. Neil Mackenzie's weekend has started. Yeah, so Francois makes some wild, wild stuff. Look at that. RWL 34, grade 4, titanium engraved. Oof. High price things of buttes. Some real buttes, Roger. $60, 62 to 63 HRC. Pretty fun. Solid for the price. If you're interested, you like budget knives, I say go for it. I say go for it. Go for it. I'd be interested to see what Francois has at the show. I am excited. I don't like the interface on how this works sometimes. Instagram's kind of an odd duck. What was the one that I saw today? Okay, it was from NUMB. Oh, Numb Knives. There it is. The cantilever variants. The Numb Knives with the pinch lock. Which one would you get? Call me a plain Jane the Midnight on the bottom. Crystallized titanium's cool too. But dude, titanium bolster with this black micarta. I'm into that. I'm into that quite a bit. I got to handle a bunch of his protos in Texas. But yeah, this is the N1 Cornerstone. Love it. Hollow grind jumps out here. My card. Ugh. Boom. Definitely a great feeling knife. The titanium is really nice. The blade with the hollow grind. Good things going to be coming out from Numb Knives. Nick's unhinged mechanical brain. Wow. Definitely happy with this one. Very cool. Top dog. Hollow grind is sweet. And these right here. This is the Kenman Special. The jimp's out on the tip. KDK FYI DBD is doing his 50th episode. When? Right now? Well, I do Thursdays 6 to 9 p.m. Central every week religiously. And I will continue to do so. And I also don't start lives after being in someone's live for a significant amount of time and then deciding to have my own live at the same time. But that's fine. That is fine. Okay. Just why would you? Never mind. Never mind. It's been like that for quite some time now. Some protos. The pinch lock is fun. I dig it. He's been making a few other designs. They'll be coming out. So definitely watch out for what's going on at Num. This one's really cool. Nice stack of jimps. I can sense the fixed blade prejudice. I'm not prejudiced against fixed blades. I like fixed blades. Well, I like to spread the love as well, and I promote all types of lives. But when a live is created the same time as mine, I can't promote that one because it pulls you away from this one. And the second his live starts up every single week, I get a drop, and people say, "Oh, well, I watch both," which is fine. You do. But I can also show you my timeline, and it's exactly when it starts. I have a drop every single time. And I made sure to pick a day for my normal live when I wasn't over crossing the top of other people. And then when I do Mondays or Tuesdays, I always cut out before someone else goes live. And I recommend other people's lives all the time. But when I chose a couple of years ago to do a 6 to 9 on Thursday, I have to promote my live on 6 to 9 on Thursday, even though YouTube doesn't really care because I don't even have my monetization on, because I literally want to provide a live for people to come to, have some fun. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm not trying to promote you, whatever. It's fine. I do my thing. I like to have fun talking to folks. I like to not have commercials interrupt you. And so I choose to not get paid for my live streams, to provide a fun environment to hang out and talk knives and promote other people's knives. But when you choose to start a live stream, when all of a sudden you're in my live all the time every week, and then all of a sudden you're not in my live anymore, but you are live at the exact same time as me, I mean, what am I supposed to do with that? Have a good time. Check these bad boys out. So who knows? He does have a table. So I'm not sure what's going to be there. I know he's got a lot of stuff, a lot of protos to show off. I'm not sure what he's going to have for sale, but it will be exciting. It will be exciting. Booth number 2313. So he's in the second room. What did he say it was? 2313, that's not right. Whoops. Or maybe it is. 2313, Lynn Thompson Tactical Knives. All right, let's go here. Num. 2313. So the floor plan is wrong. He's going to be in the second room right here. There is not 2,300 booths, Sebald. There is a total of 900 approximate vendors. I don't know if there was an exact number. It says here with over 900 exhibitors. 2 showrooms. So there's approximately 900-ish booths. 970 last year, says Derek. 2 rooms. Yep, the main room and then the second room right here. KDK, we met in person. I can say you definitely don't put on a facade. You're as cool person as you are. I love you too, Derek. It was great to hang out with you a little bit last year. I'd love to be able to hang out with you again. You never made it to the small room? There were some cool ones in there. It's just tough because they make you, there are literally doors right here where you could walk through to the other room, but they make you walk out down this hall, around the stairs, around the corner, and then enter over here into this room. So you have to go out and around. It's weird, but it is what it is. There are definitely doors right here that you could sneak across, but they keep them locked and blocked off. The champagne room. I followed Ed around because the people I came with scattered on me. Ed's a good one to follow around. I hung out with Ed quite a bit. Got to drive his car. Got to drive Ed's car. Almost confusing, so many knives to choose from. It is. That's why I got to try to make a plan, because it's tough. There's just so much. There's so much. And so, you know, like even this area here, boom. There's like 50 spots just in this little corner. And then here's 50 more, 50 more. It's wild. It's going to be something. Right when you walk in the door, you go right here to KC, Knives Fast Channel.
Hi. Dan, chat, what the fuck buck, Jason, Voltron, Carnify Withies, la 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 lament configuration, hotness guava lava lamp, nail in chair, and Dan's spectacles, what up? Rocket fug in Atlanta, yeah.
There's the nail. What's up, Hey Nate? Welcome, bud. We love you. Hotness guava lava lamp. Cheers to that. Next week, bro. Next week, this time, I will be live streaming and I'll be able to go like this. Hey Nate. Or he might be over here. Grateful. Hate Nate. Next week. And depending on where we're at, Fred, we might have to go to the pit, guys. That might be the hangout. We can go there. I could probably pick up my stuff, go into the showroom a little bit, check out what Kansept's got me doing, and then we could hang out. Apparently, if a bunch of people are hanging in the pit, that might be a good thing to do. But I got my live stream from 69, so we'll be doing that regardless, regardless, wherever we are. Weldon Carey, 1 week away. Dang, that came fast. Right, bro? Right, bro? Next week, I'm going to be home reflecting from the show before we know it. Before we know it. I was talking to Donnie about that, and was like, we're about to drive 10 hours. And it's like, dude, before we know it, I'm going to be dropping you off. And he's like, yeah, I know. And boom, it just happens. Here it is, all of a sudden we're in Atlanta. I haven't even reviewed all my knives from Texas. I haven't been able to make as many videos lately. I haven't been able to put in what I want to put in. It's been a stressful time, folks. I don't want to bring everybody down, but it's just been rough. I've been busy, I've been stuff going on, lots of things dealing with. The house, the AC isn't working right now, so it's just hot. Just do me a favor, get the biker stash back. It's growing back. It's growing back. It's on its way. Yeah, we'll figure it out, Donnie. If we go we could go back to the Airbnb, or we could. I'm up for it. It's gonna be a hootin' nanny. It'll be a hoot and a nanny and a nanny. Hey Nate, what have you been up to tonight, bud? So hey Nate, Fred sent me some knives from Aurora. There it is. From Aurora Knife and Tool to check out. You've probably seen some of them before. The truffles with the button on the pivot. That is the truffles. We have the, what was this one called? Damn it. My brain, no work. Hive Mind. The Hive Mind. Got a nice front flipper. Got those copper accents. Also the button on the pivot. Working, and more working. Hootin' Nanny. Who's Nanny and who's doing the hootin'? Woo, woo. And then we got a couple of snarfs. How's the detent on the Auroras? Dude, the snarf is awesome. 8 and 8. If you're looking for a razor blade, fidgety, front flipper, rear flipper, button. Dude, the choke up spot. These are great. And this is fun. It's got a snappy front flipper to it. If I go to flick it up high, I've gotten stuck a few times, but down low, it flicks out no problem at all. So the detent, boom, see that? Pulls it in pretty hard. Snarf, snarf. Wasn't Snarf the Thundercats? Yes. They're pretty nice. I kind of like it. And then we've got my budget-friendly Migron Karok that just came out. This has got that 6263 HRC D2. And it was tested by the man, the myth, the hardness testing legend of today. And he found it to be 63. So solid stuff from Migron for 63 bucks. You get 63 HRC. That's pretty rad. And Magnus, let's ho. Where's Thomas? Has Thomas not been in today? What's Thomas up to tonight? We got a double Magnus Let's Ho at least. The Hateful Dong. You like the Hive Mind profile better than the Truffles? I kind of like the handle better on this one and the blade better on this one. Can you adjust the lock bar? Well, I mean, I guess if you did, the button would stick out more. Because it's connect, or you know what I mean? I don't know. I would say if anything on this thing, the detent could be a little bit stiffer. I tightened it down on the pivot a little bit, so that's why you're noticing it maybe doesn't close. Like I'm holding it sideways, and when it's sideways, there's no gravity going on, so I kind of have to give it a swing. But when I'm holding it like here, I need a snarf, but when 63 D2 is next on my list, first, then Severs. When it drops, then the snarf, says Ramsey. So it sounds like you've got... You swing? I be you swinging me? Frankenstein them, you could do it. Oh, swap them? It's not mine, so I can't. But if I owned those knives, they're pass around. It's all in the wrist. It's all in the wrist. It's all in the... Get off of me. Not bad. Not bad. Handle is a little bit thinner. It's not real thin. It just looks thin because the blade is so beef. The handle looks thin, but look at my hand. Like if you compare this to like the smock handle, it's a little bit thinner. Compare it to, here we go, this is probably a better move. Compare it to the Pictus. Right in the middle there where the lock is, they're about the same thickness. And this does get a little thicker towards the bottom. But reality is, it's not that thin. It just looks thin because this blade is just an absolute beast. So it does definitely kind of give you that, oh, the handle looks thin. It's really not a bad size handle. It is a slightly thinner handle, but not crazy thin. I like it. For that price and that quality of D2, I'll be excited to make some cuts with it, see how it holds up. I mean, if it is 63, that should hold. But it's got a girthy blade. It's definitely got a girthy blade to it. Let's look up some stuff on Instagram that might have some cool stuff to show. Auxiliary manufacturing. Got some nice looking fixies. They'll have a ton of cool fixies for sale. They got the new... Oh, this takes too long. That's a nice looking fixie. Yeah, look at that beast. Look at the XL. That is just wild. It's huge. What was the total length on which one, Derek? On the Migron, I'm assuming. Just under 8. The Migron is just under 8 inch. I want to feel that XL aux. They'll have one, Hate Nate. They'll have one at the show. It's just a pig, dude. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, but yeah. Definitely a beast. I really like that one though. This one here with the titanium and the micarta with that little teeny bolster lock. It's under 8. It looks bigger than that. It's that blade thickness. It's just a honk of a blade makes it look bigger. No, man. Didn't have the money to ship the new giveaway out. Go out the first box, getting better, cut it open, add the new stuff. It's all good, Ramses. No worries. I understand. That micarta one is classy. With that green, it's just clean. Green be clean. That big one's over 11 inch. Spadooge. It's huge. Look at it. Look at it. Just look at it. And then they got this new one. The one on the bottom is a slip joint. Coffin Tonto slip joint. So the one in the middle is about the same size as my fixie, which is this right here. Actually, it might be a little bit bigger. Fixie's about the same size. Then look at that big one. The big one is huge, bro. Slippy with a clippy. Who don't love a slippy with a clippy? This is one I got last year. Captain's Bowie. Number 1 of 11. I love it. Feels great in the hand. Just good. Good shape. I really love the shape of this the smaller Bowies. All of these are great. This is the other new one with that textured handle. Those are really cool. We'll be spending some time there. Auxiliary does have some cool stuff. Look at those. Boosh. That green one, man. The dragon scale. Ooh, red with a Tonto blade dragon scale. Yeah, that would look sick. That would look super cool. Here's the slippy. Yeah, that thing is cool. Boom. Although I prefer that blade. That's the one. I wonder how much these are going for. M390 titanium. Probably be $250. Be my guess. Yeah. Snap. They're cool. I like it. Grateful. Lefty says he's going to have a couple prototypes at Blade, but they're like $1,000. Yikes. That's, yeah, Zerkatai, $1,000 proto. It'd be really cool, but out of my range. Very cool, though. Couple Sweeney upgrades. Grateful's going straight to the... What are you trying to get? One of these? That's a sweet looking blade. Look at that fuller on there. Baby. I didn't want to hear music. I just wanted to hear the blade. She's a beefcake. She is a beefer. Yeah, I want one of these. Well, not with that blade. So we'll check out Berg. This one on the right. Not those. Sheep's foots. The one with the sheep's foot. The Mega Boys would look like normal tall boys in Dong's hands. Dude, that video Lefty had where it's just huge. It's just enormous. Very cool, though. I'm into it. Oh, pardon me. Goodness gracious. Look at that. M390 DLC Titanium Vagrant. Woo, girl. Hot. Hot. Definitely going to check out what KB's got going away. Stingray's nice. The arrow. This one's KC design right there. The Bonza. Too bad it's a crossbar lock. Insomnia's kind of got a fun blade shape. One on the bottom there. Sheep's foot's okay, but not a wasp. Or where's the tip blade? Says Rachel. The 11-inch knife of lefties would be great, but it surprises because usually like smaller. But every once in a while, you just got to make something wild, you know. And you just got that thing is like, let's just make it absolute jumbo, an absolute jumbo. Derek, just take care of those ears. Derek, take care of your ears. You know I'm not a fan of the wasp. I mean, I should just grab it right now. I still got Fred's has got to get shipped out. I got to get to there to drop that off. But she don't like it. It's fine. It's fine. You know I dig it the most. Rachel, look away. Look away. Oh my God. Hate Nate says we'll pick one up for you. No! Oh my God, I can't do anything today. Super fun. Super fun. All right. Who else? Tack knives. Oh, that CJRB. Remember touching that one. That's a absolute beast. It's a beast. Fred sent us through with a few of these. This one is nice. That intruder or whatever. Tack Knives has got that. Hoping they're going to have, well, they got to make a lefty version, I guess. It won't matter, and they're not going to do that. So, wishful thinking. They're working on like a compression lock style lock, just like the Spyderco's. Is Jack Wolf going to have a show special? I don't know. I don't know. Oops. Feel Better popped on May 22nd. Pioneer Fixed was in April. These are gateways. That is a sexy knife. So yeah, he didn't really post anything. Exclusive Venom. For Blade Show, if there's anything crazy going on. Maybe, maybe not. Rachel, also not a fan of the cleaver blade. Derek, have a good night, buddy. No bad vibes, bro. Derek, anytime. Anytime. And I would be glad to promote any other live stream that is not happening while I'm currently having a live stream. But I'm happy to support the company or the community. Especially when people support each other. I wonder if was that a hit on, did someone post something? Or it was just a random somewhere else, it looks like. Which is totally... Ben said something about a special on one of KC's lives last week. So they probably have something. They just haven't posted anything on Instagram. If there is a knife in the Gateway series, I would love one. Oh, if they have any Gateways there, Kathleen, I'll try to grab one for you if you want. Do a hell of a job supporting the community. Good people. Derek, you're good people. I'll never leave you, Dan. Thank you, Can of Biscuit. I appreciate it. I want to support other channels and other people as well. Like I said, YouTube already doesn't like me. So if I tell you to go check something else out while I'm live, that's negative towards my numbers that don't grow anyway. Everyone needs to help everyone. The tall guys can't do all the heavy lifting. Derek's tall. No shit. Definitely check out these titanium or the Schnarf. If you want to jump on this, I didn't realize they were still available to pre-order. I'd honestly completely forgot about them because it was such a long time back. Oh, if there's a special Gateway for the show, says Kathleen. We'll find out. If we find out, Kathleen, we talk about it. I'll do whatever I can to help get you something that you are interested in. Snarfs. These are from Fred. Pass-arounds, so I'll be sending them off, but get to enjoy them for a couple of days. The action on these is great. The dual wield, I mean, right? The button actuated pivot button lock. Fred, I haven't had any problem with these. He said that the black one was slipping a little bit, but seems to be working good. Kathleen Hate Nate says, if there is one, we will get it. I would love to, if anytime, like Grateful gave me a list when we were in Texas. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to grab anything. But if anybody, if you want to use like, oh, I'm really hoping to get this or whatever, I'll try to do what I can to help out. Proxies. Derek's leaving as soon as his blind ass can find the door. We're going to this table. Northern Knife Works. I don't know how much they're going to cost. But some of these, this one here, this harpoon hemlock. A lot of these knives are cool. Man, the micarta on this Orion. Wolverine's a really cool looker. Cryptid. I mean, dude, the harpoon stinger. If they have different handles of the harpoon stinger. Scrapper. Shit. Sorry. Damn it. Maybe be on the right thing to show people, idiot. That's me. Here they are. Hemlock. Harpoon hemlock. I like that a lot. Literally, I like all these. But look at this Orion. Look at that. crosscut micarta or whatever. Scripted's really cool. Grateful Dawn got us turned on to this. There's that harpoon stinger. Hate Nate's liking the cryptid. Yeah, it's a cool looker too. I almost like the Wolverine. Solid looking stuff though. Again, how much are they going to cost? But we'll check it out. For show. Dude, if Kansept makes the Qtro with a bolster lock, bro. I like how tall the blade is on the cryptid as well. The blade is great. The handle could use some work. Handle could use some work. The lock on this could use some work. Yeah, this one here, I think the handle's a little too thin for this blade. Chunkier handle. Qtro with a bolster lock. I might buy a Baxter. And I am going to check out their this one. I've been talking about it. I don't like this picture. Qtro should have been a bolster lock from the beginning. I don't mind MC. I haven't been on his lives lately. I haven't watched a lot of his videos lately. You might buy a bastard. I might. MC is a nice guy. He plays the game, though, that I don't like to play, and it's no bad talk or whatever, but the whole, what YouTube doesn't like about my channel is, A, I'm not monetizing my live streams like this right here. They think I should be, because everybody does, but I always say, it's like, you know, I'm not in this for the money. This isn't a business for me. This is a communication device, a place for people to come and hang out, and they want me to be A, monetizing the lives, B, I should be doing more clickbaity type thumbnails for the videos and stuff. I don't like doing that. And again, no bad talk, no shade on anyone, but if you've seen a bunch of MCs videos, he does the clickbait game a lot. It will be a picture of an explosion or a fire or whatever, and it's like, this new knife from whatever is my new favorite, or oh my god, this one blew me away, but you don't actually get to see what it is, and it doesn't say in the title what it is, because he's playing the clickbait game. And by no fault of, again, no shade by any means, but that is what YouTube wants you to do. That is what a lot of people in the world wants you to do, is they want you to play the clickbait game. And when I make a video of a knife, and it's like, all right, here is the Gecko Customs Pictus, I don't like making a thumbnail where it's like, ooh, inside this box is the new crazy, you know, like that's the exact definition of clickbait. And to me, if you look at my videos, you get an actual picture of the knife from the video, and in the title it'll say Gecko Customs Pictus unboxing or whatever. Like I like to be upfront, know what it is you're getting. I don't like to play the clickbait game. Every YouTuber does it your own way. Like I said, no shade on anyone. But the games that I don't like playing is tricking. Being tricky. Like, ooh, you don't get to know what it is. You got to click to find out. You know, that's like, turning it into a business. And if you are running your channel as a business, then yeah, you should be monetizing everything to the fullest. You should be using clickbait titles. You should be using AI imagery. Because that's what sells. I'm not here to sell you anything right now. I'm here to offer good times and fun discussion. Thanks, Dan, for being real. Thank you, Rachel, for hanging out, providing some good conversation, good questions, good thoughts, good opinions on knives that you don't like. I respect. Full respect. Sebald, he has fun being the most clickbaited YouTube channel. He probably does. Well, yeah, because he does make videos like that, too. I'm going to throw these airport confiscated junk knives at a pallet or whatever. Click and find out. Nothing fancy. Keep it simple. I just don't want to play that game. That's not my, I like to show. I remember watching a Tri-State video once, and Tri-State was talked about the same kind of thing, and he was like sick of like making thumbnails and stuff where you don't actually have. Then if like as a channel, then you want to do research, you want to look up and find an old video of yours. Well, it's hard to find the old video because you don't have any information of the knife in the title or in the picture on the thumbnail. So now you're scrolling through your videos trying to find something, and you can't find it because you didn't label it. You have to call Dan for a good time. That's where I make my money. 1-900 KDK hotline. Oh. I've considered turning on the monetization on like the absolute minimum, but it would be nice to see my numbers continue to go up a little bit. I mean, everyone gets that good feeling of like, oh, I feel like it's because I feel like the channel's successful. I have a good base. I'm not growing, but I have a good base, a good core where I can enjoy that, which is great. Watching the numbers go up again. I'm a human being. I would love to see it. It's been over a year now, and I haven't gotten from 10,000 to 11,000. And I got to 10,000 in less than 2 years, but I can't get to 11,000 in another year. And it's because that's when I basically stopped playing the silly stuff. MCs do match up. Well, but they don't. There's so many of them that don't have a picture of the actual knife, or it doesn't say in the title of the knife what it is. And again, everybody does their thing, and no shade. I'm just telling you that I'm not a fan of that. Oh, this one does say Civivi, one of the best value Civivis. They killed it. But you have to click to find out what Civivi it is. Oh my God, I'm keeping this one. They did it again. Amazing value. You see what I mean? Ridiculous cool, I needed gloves. These are clickbaits. Again, no shade to it. Dark mode voodoo with an actual picture of the voodoo. That one's not as clickbaity, because you're actually showing what it is. But he likes to do those. And again, it works. People like it. And I don't take that as me throwing any type of a shade or hate. It's not my style to spend extra time trying to come up with. And the problem that I really don't like is more people now, they don't spend the time. Oh, you don't have to spend the time doing it. AI will do it for you. AI will design all of that clickbaity image on your thumbnail for you. YouTube's designed it. YouTube wants you to do it so that they get more clicks and then their monetization makes them more money. Well, I wouldn't say it's genius, it's common sense. If you're trying to get people to click on, you can watch thousands of YouTube videos the only thing that the YouTube video is talking about is how to teach you how to make YouTube videos that people will click on. It's kind of how like Mr. Beast reverse engineered, figured out how to make stuff that people will click on and watch. People have been doing it for a long time. And again, everybody does what they like to do. I like to do this because I think it's fun. I have a job. I'm not planning on quitting my job. But I love getting online, looking at knives, finding some cool knives that people want to talk about, checking out cool new things. I dig it. I dig it. But I've been looking at it lately on the way YouTube is really pushing. They want you to make scripts. They want AI. They want their AI to edit those scripts. They want you to make clickbaity thumbnails, and they want you to use AI to make your thumbnail even better. And I just don't like the world, where the world is going. He's the biggest channel out there. Gives away a lot of the, all of them, I don't know. A lot of the awesome knives that he gets, he uses for giveaways. It's great. It's a good time. It's hard though, because it's tough to weed out like our chat, like right now, I don't have a huge following, I don't have hundreds of thousands of subs. So I don't know, what do we got? 15 people in here, 20 people in here. It's easy to read the chat, keep up with it. I damaged my inner ear, and so I get dizzy, I get lightheaded. My equilibrium is kind of messed up. So like in a chat that's just whipping through, it's hard to talk to each other and get into the chat as much. I'll start getting dizzy and I won't be able to watch the chat as much anymore. And it's kind of full of a lot of people too, where it's like you want to grow and you want to get people. I'm not really looking to get flooded with people that just want to win stuff and things. I'm looking for a nice core group of people that just want to talk about stuff. And so like when I do giveaways and things, I don't advertise it. We just do it. So it's like, I don't have a bunch of people popping in that we've never seen before. We just have the core group, and then I give the giveaways to you guys.
Dan, John, Connor, Kenman, is this the start of the resistance? If so, I'm in. We're gonna need a lot of really big knives, machetes, swords. Forward.
I like your style, Hate Nate. Thank you for the 5. We're resisting. There's no way to get away from AI. It is everywhere. To an extent. To an extent. I think there is a certain core of people that think kind of how I think about it and refuse to use it for certain things. And that will maybe help get a little more control on it. It's not going anywhere, but we as a human species could make it be less important versus making it critical and making it so it's like, oh, well, we have it all set up. So now anyone can make a YouTube channel. Anyone can be an artist. Anyone can be no, they're not. They're just using an AI prompt to spit stuff out that's just slop. half the time, and we can resist that. And I resist it by no longer doing anything with it and not using it and turning off my AI search engines and not using the AI feature in stuff I do, and then commenting on it, I don't like this. And then when I watch videos where it looks like an interesting video that is narrating some movie that I like or talking about a topic that I enjoy, if I find out that it is not being narrated by a human and they have AI reading it, then I no longer want to watch that. And so I actively live my style to express my opinion about the AI stuff. And I think if more people do that, they'll start to realize they're like, oh, well, some people don't like this. But if you do, you do. But know that every time you allow AI to do something for us, you're taking that potential skill away from a human that worked hard to earn that skill. And it's popular because the kids are shooting fish in a barrel. It's popular until it takes over. Right. Exactly. The resistance. We all saw Terminator. AI is not a way of expressing things. AI is a way of taking everything that's already existed, ripping it off, and spitting it out. Right. And then if we were to really invest it as a humanity in what it could be used for, in like helping to work on curing diseases and helping to make programs to help fight things and stuff, that would be amazing. But we're not doing that. We're using AI to make it so people can be lazy and not design things, not create things, just allow AI to do it for them. And that is going backwards. That is what's backwards about it. Because, man, if they were to just use it for good, nobody wants to use things for good anymore. What people want to do is they want to not work. They want to make it the easy, lazy way and just be rich and famous and not have to actually learn, practice, and become better at something. And that I find sad. I do woodworking. How am I supposed to compete with digital printers and shit? Right. Well, because I still think there's going to be people out there that will, I want to buy a knife that was handmade by Donnie with no CNC and no mill versus something that was stamped out of a, like a mass-produced machine. There's always going to be a drive, a mass-produced knife that is well made for use, like things that you use like kitchen knives and stuff like that, come in handy. Forks, you can go to Target or wherever and you can buy a real nice fork that is mass-produced and it works, it does the job. But there are some folks out there that make a fork, forge a fork. Whisker Forge, Brian, made this for me. A one-of-a-kind handmade fork from a human being. There's always going to be people out there that are going to appreciate and want to spend their money on something like this. I mean, they're also going to have, I got cheap forks in the kitchen right now too. But I submit that handcrafted things, hand-designed things that come from a human brain rather than a prompt are going to still maintain desire for people. But we're not the new generation and they want AI. Well, they think they want AI. They don't know what they want. I didn't know what I want. Well, when I thought I was 20, I thought I knew everything. And then when I was 25, I realized when I was 20, I was an idiot and I didn't know everything. But now I'm 25, I know everything. Then you turn 30 and guess what? Same thing. 35, sure. You hit 40 and you're like, man, when I was 30, I was pretty dumb. You always learn and you always grow. And when you're young, you're easily moldable. And when you're young and you just, someone's like, oh, look at this stupid video. I jumped on a pig and then ran away. That was made on AI. Kids eat that up. We can tell you, kids are young and impressionable. You can show them all types of different things. You can take a kid out to Clayton's house and show him Burning Stables Forge and show him how to forge a Damascus knife. And that kid's going to be like, wow, that was super cool. They're impressionable. You show them something interesting, they're going to like it. And the problem is right now is what they see is here's a screen. Everyone touches their screen. What's on the screen? I want to do this. I'm not good at that. Well, you don't have to be good at that because you can just use AI and let AI do it. And now you're making videos that are slop, that are crap, but you're trying to become a famous whatever by spitting out garbage. You mean telling me that guy running down the interstate on a pig going 70 isn't real? No. Would have swore that was real. How did we get here? The world's a crazy place, y'all. We just try to stay sane. Off-grid homesteading. And see, what's so messed up about the world is off-grid, you get in trouble for that. Some people, oh, we're collecting rainwater. Oh, no, that's illegal. Seriously? Seriously? World's messed up. Anyway. So, knives. I like knives. Do you like knives? If you were at Blade Show right now and you had to go to one spot, what spot would you want to go? What's up, Kyle? What is up? Collecting rainwater can be illegal for cooking, not for growing vegetables. There are some places where collecting rainwater is just straight up illegal. You cannot put a big barrel underneath your rain gutter and collect water. Not everywhere, but I know there are some places where you cannot do that, and I think that is absolutely ridiculous. Doesn't matter what you'd use it for. You know what I mean? But it's all about that control. Can't have people living off grid, being efficient. They're not part of the system. They're not giving you that dime. They need to get that dime. Knives Fast channel right here. Go check them out. He'll have some cool stuff. Spyderco over in the corner. Kind of sucks that they're in this corner because what happens is right over here, it just gets blocked. You're coming up around here and there's people right here. You can't see anything from here to here until you start pushing through and waiting for those people to get out of the way. It's kind of a tough location. Sometimes along this back wall. CRKT is kind of the same thing because it's kind of tucks in like this. And when you try to get in there, there's just this whole section's full of people. So you're stuck out in the aisle over here. Can't quite get to it. Shh. Doom, doom, doom. Brighton blades. I bought some from those ladies last year. They have some cool stuff. Cute little purse knives and bag knives and glove box stuff. They had the matching musician kind of designs. The Purple Rain. QSP looks like they're going to be doing their giveaways again at the show. Like 2 or 3. They're doing like 3 a day. They're giving away like 9 knives. Dimes are old school. Way more than that. That won't even get you 5 minutes. Flytanium. Go check out what's going on at Flytanium. Be at Kansept. Bastinelli always has some cool stuff. I'm going to get something from Bastinelli one of these days. Do I like 14C28N? Sure. I have several knives in that steel. Pretty happy with the stuff I've used for it. Nice budget-friendly steel. Works good. Holds an edge pretty well. The stuff that I've messed around with. Sharpens fairly easy. I don't mind it at all. Almost bedtime. Dang, work. Way more. Way more. Way. You need the reference point? There's the dong. There's the dong. Remet. Remet always has some cool stuff too. They're always making some interesting, weird designs. Tactile turn. OG, original goat. What are some cool original goat scales right now? Did I just close something? Shit. I did. Instagram. That's fine. Oh, I remember these. I talked to this guy. Oh. Tell me those aren't sick. No lefty version. No clip for the lefty. I would buy these for my drop bear. No doubt. No doubt. Lander scales. Bel Air. Demcos. Cold steel pocket clip. Yeah, we'll definitely have to go by original goat. Instagram. I wonder if they're gonna have anything. I don't follow them. What? Thought I did. Like if they're gonna have anything interesting in Atlanta. They make some cool aftermarket scales though, so definitely stop by, check them out. Nice look at Lander scales. Look at all the different materials and finishes and textures. Very cool. Nate's still waiting on a set from 2024. What? Rachel says, for dinner tonight, marry me chicken and hash brown casserole with ham. Just saying. I accept. Derek leaving for real this time. This is a classic Minnesota goodbye, Derek. Maybe you'll get him in 5 months, says Kyle. Love to get the OG titanium Manix to skiff conversion scales. So I'm trying to think. I don't think I've ever ordered anything from Original Goat. So they're slow, is what you're saying? Sometimes. But if they're at the show, we can see them at the show and then just see what they got. I told them to forget it. Really? Interesting to know, Kyle. I didn't know they're that flaky on stuff. That's unfortunate. Because, yeah, why would you want to wait that long? I'm not a fan. I mean, if they tell you, like, oh, like when I ordered this bad boy and I knew it was going to be like 6-7 months, I knew it. But if you order it and you don't know it, and then they're like, oh, yeah, you're not getting those scales until next year, maybe. Lefty Sparrow Strix right here. You got the Vision FG titanium scales. Yeah, that sucks though, to try to get something and then just be like, to let them just literally, I got a hold of them and I told them just forget about it. Like, that's rough. That's unfortunate. I really think I'm going to be very careful with my new knife. I need titanium scales for several knives. Same. Textured titanium, 45-degree angled micro mill titanium, diamond textured titanium, frag titanium. I don't want to mess up the PVD coating. Yeah, that's a thing, Sebald, but eventually you will. If you use it. I mean, if you don't use it and you just wipe it with a baby diaper and keep it in your knife room. But it's kind of one of those things. I get kind of used to it pretty fast because I buy a brand new knife and then I swap the clip. Shit. So I take the clip off to swap it to the other side, and what do I get? I get a clip chip because they had the clip on this side, and so there's a nice big chip there, and it's brand new. It's pretty much on all my knives. Where are you? Where'd you go? There you are, buddy. My honey badger, flip the clip to that side. It actually doesn't show on the badger. It showed right away. You can kind of see it right there. Little wink. Slight flaw. So I pretty much get a flaw almost immediately when getting a knife and flipping it to the other side, which is sad face, but ceramic coating fell off your OG scales. Really? Slowly started chipping off. Can it be an adult diaper or does it have to be a baby version? Well, the adult should work. I just feel like the baby version might be ever so softer. I'm not skilled. I have never been with child or have produced child. So my knowledge on diapers, I am an adult. Have I had to wear adult diapers? No. Do I? No. Would I? I mean, I guess I'd try them on, but to test drive them, I don't know if I'd want to test drive them. I mean, you know, like that's what it's for. But I don't know if I feel like filling me britches just as a test. You know what I mean? Let's hope that I can control that in the future. It does suck that OG's like that. Expensive, cool, seems like they're desirable, but then with that type of knowledge, it makes me not want to order at all. I mean, maybe at the show if they had something there and you're buying it, taking it right away. Why not? It's convenient as hell. Can't make this shit up. Derek's got to wait. Derek, this is the extra long extended Minnesota goodbye. Ramsey's won that Fenrir and it's got the lefty mark. Swapped it back to the right. It's got a little mark on the left. Yeah, you know, there you go. Derek, you haven't left. I don't know if you could say you're back. You didn't really leave. He got the red one. It's red and black with the like fish scales on it. I have 2 Fenrirs. I got the one and I thought it was so cool I decided to buy another one for myself. So I purchased the other Tenable Fenrir button liner lock with the micarta. Whoa. So I got this one, the Tenable Fenrir. Black with the green micarts. And then I have the Lefty Premium Kansept Fenrir. Lefty and lefty liner lock, shredded carbon fiber, titanium. This one, actually, this was right. My first Texas, my first blade show ever, and at the Kansept booth talking to Joyce, and wanted to get a lefty version. They didn't really have any that I liked there. They did very few lefty versions, and she basically gave me her email. That was the start of our relationship. Now I'm going to be working the Kansept booth for a few hours this year. Which one's better, the Tenable or the Kansept? They're so similar. I actually like the button actuated liner lock better because I close it like this versus this one here. As a lefty, it's nice because it's that, but you got to be, ooh, I just got my thumb. I just went right into the, just nice. You got to be careful because the finger choil is large, which I like for the choke up spot. I poke myself. But when you go in here to close it, if you're, you know, I like to do that drop, but depending on how you do it, one time I had it like that and it cut me right there because the size of that versus if if there's no choil, you can kind of go like this. It just drops straight to that thumb and you don't really have any issues with that. But because the size of this Fenrir as a lefty, I go to drop it, I have to be kind of cautious because when I held it like that, it came down and it did. You can see it'll catch me right on my cuticle. So in that aspect, because this one doesn't have any access like that, you're using the button. And the micarta, I just like the way micarta feels. So ultimately this one feels better, but this one is an actual lefty. Blade more danger. Cut thumb. Bleed. My fingers would be toast. I mean, some people don't. They'll go like this and then close it, and it's fine. Some people don't do the thumb drop. And I understand that. But I generally never do because as a lefty, you can't. With a standard righty type knife, I can't do a thumb drop because you have to go across. You know what I mean? So I'm used to kind of going like that anyway. Versus when I do have a nice full lefty knife, I can get in there and do that thumb drop. Wow. And let it drop right to my nail. And be solid with it. You know what I mean? So, I mean, they're both nice knives. I really like the Fenrir. I love the large finger choil because of the choke up. You get in there like that, up tight like that, you can really get in, do some work. Index finger out on there. Dude, just like that. Feels really nice. I mean, this one's gorgeous for sure. First actual full lefty knife too that I owned. Never getting rid of it. Won't be getting rid of this one either though. The lefty one's kind of more of a collector, dressy out knife versus this one is kind of more of a daily user carry beater style, which I'm comfortable with. It's great. How many OTFs do I have? Not very many. Maybe 3? Always as a kid growing up, you're like, ooh, that's cool. But it's not really, it's never was really something that I never really carry these. I've got this one. This is the Boker USB because it looks like a USB stick. Fun because it's small. Tack Knives Benji. Kyle's a little bored with knives, thinking about selling off some of the collection. Be careful. Be careful. Whoops. Sometimes you sell stuff off that you're like, whatever, but it's like maybe it's something that you just can't get anymore, right? And then a little while later, you'll be like, oh, there's some things I wish I still had. I want to get one of those again. And then you look it up and it's impossible to get. If you don't need the money, you don't need to get rid of it, and you like it a lot, highly consider sitting on it and not, sometimes people just get in it and just like, I just want to clear out some stuff. Let's clear out some stuff. I'm just going to sell 100 knives quick. I'll still have 300. It'll be fine. And it will. But then all of a sudden you're like, man, I really did like that one. And you look into trying to get another and you just can't. And then you're like, you have one that doesn't OTF anymore? Tack Knives Benji. If you just want one just for fun, just for your table, do this. $50, $60. Well, actually, they might be 100. It was $50 at the show, though. Fun. The other one I have is a Magnus Lutz hoe. Where's Thomas tonight? It's the first week I haven't seen Thomas. Probably busy doing some stuff, which is great. Hope he's just out enjoying life, doing the thing. And so I have this one here. This is that Magnus Lutz hoe. It's got the button. You can take it off, swap out different blades. I don't have the other blades next to me right now. But it did have 3 blades and 1 comb. That's pretty fun. Tack Knives has some fun knives. They do. I'm excited to check them out. They're always kind of innovating a few new ideas and stuff as well. Heretic Mycore X, really nice knife, clip point, expensive. Sometimes if it's really expensive, you don't like carrying it because you're always worried like you're going to drop it, or did it fall out of my pocket? Is it still my pocket? Is it still there? And that just makes me nervous. I don't like that. Gotta go, get ready, get the brother from work. Have a great night. Thanks for all the thumbs up. Have a great time doing what you do next day. Awesome, says Ramsey's silent. Ramsey's, appreciate you. Thank you for everything you do, all your support. Posting the links. Being you. Have a good one. It's 9 o'clock. I'm going to be closing off quick here. I got way too many things to do. Way too much going on. Thanks again to Fred for sending out some more pass around stuff. Fun to check out some of these things. Aurora knife and tool. Pretty cool. I don't know if Fred bought all these or they sent them to him or what. I'll be passing them along in a little bit, but they are cool. The truffles and what was it called? I keep forgetting that one. The Hive Mind. Fun stuff. Snappy. Definitely pick up one of these if you're looking for something that is a holder for your razor blade. This is the best one. Derek, hopefully. Derek, find a way to get to Atlanta. Just go. Just go. Getting anxious for the Snarf now that we've seen one. I thought they were cool, but now that I've handled them, it's like, wow, the Snarf is actually really, really nice. Whoever ordered one will be happy when they get it. It feels good, handles good, works good. Pretty choice. And you can still order one if you want to get in on it. So if you are interested, I'll definitely recommend it. Couldn't recommend it before fully because to me it was just another razor blade knife that I hadn't had a chance to check out. But now that I've handled it, I can tell you that's my favorite one. Absolute favorite one. It feels really nice. That choke up spot locks you in. Maybe some more jimps out on there would be cool, but not fully necessary. But it's got some nice style. Feels good, looks good. Razor blade cutter. All right, Magnus Lutzo, Thomas, not here. Dong and Hate Nate, see you guys next week. So, folks, every Thursday, live, 6 p.m. to 9, you were here. We did it. I appreciate you. Next week, we will be live from Atlanta. Not sure what it's going to be all about, but I definitely recommend tuning in to see because there will be special guests. We're going to have a good old time all weekend. Magnus Lutz ho! So get ready. Airbnb, Magnus Lutz, a bunch of cool folks, all the good times and knives. The Atlanta funness is going to happen. Saturday morning coffee. Yes, I will see you all this Saturday. It is my birthday on Saturday, but I'll still wake up and hang out with you guys for a couple hours up until Trish is live at 9:30. So yeah, be ready for a morning birthday extravaganza. Saturday morning coffee, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time, right here, same bat channel. Celebrate me birthday. Won't it be a treat? Right? Good talk tonight. Sorry, I hope it didn't seem negative. Everybody has opinions. Everyone has thoughts. Everyone has ways. Everyone has dreams and goals. 47. Sure. Yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff. We'll see y'all on Saturday, and if I don't see you, have a great week. Have a great weekend. Be safe. Carry a knife. Keep it sharp. Find me in Atlanta next week. Otherwise, and yeah. Hey Nate, thank you for the super chats. Always appreciated. Your knowledge and wealth of amazement humbles me, brings me joy. And Grateful Dong, thank you for the buying some memberships for some folks tonight too. Much appreciated. You guys support me way more than I deserve, and I thank you. 27 with an experience point. All right, y'all. Thank you so much.